Cinemacon happened recently, and superfans spotted a first look at Wicked Part 2 for good, and it's not good. But I think the movie will be, so I want to talk about it. So let's get nerdy and discuss some of the things I'm anticipating we're gonna see this coming year with the debut of Wicked for Good. Also, hi, my name is Kat. I really like musicals. Thanks to Hungry Root for sponsoring this video. We'll hear more from them in a sec, but first I want to hear from you, of course. What are your thoughts about the first poster for Wicked Part 2? Let me know your predictions, your hopes, your fears, everything in the comments down below. As they relate to the movie, not just your general predictions, hopes, and fears. It's a little too early in the video to get that existential.
I just have a lot of feelings. Okay, go home.
So let's talk Cinemacon. Ariana Grande and Cynthia Erivo were in attendance, and they were wearing all black, not pink and green, nothing even remotely hinting at Wicked. And this is pretty notable considering last year's Cinemacon is where they first debuted their pink and green looks. I feel like they're probably doing it because they want to regain their individual image as they go on to their independent projects in between movies. Ariana Grande just released a deluxe album. Cynthia Erivo is gonna be hosting the Tony Awards, and she's gonna play Jesus and Jesus Christ Superstar at the Hollywood Bowl. Oh my god, I want to go so badly. That sounds amazing. Got a little excited there. Or are the new outfits reflecting, representing, and foreshadowing Glinda and Elphaba's growing rift? You know, just like that deep chasm between them represents their growing rift in the new poster. Speaking of which, let's talk about that poster. It's not great. I don't know, man. I just found it so underwhelming, especially because they set the bar so high with this gorgeous masterpiece. Oh my god. The photography, the composition, the reference to the creation of Adam. It feels so elegant and thought out and monumental, and this is not. The saturation, the rainbow color palette, the simplicity of it. Genuinely, I thought it was a fan edit when I saw it. And then I saw more and more people resharing the image, and then I went, oh no. No, look, I will say, I like that you can tell that there's some tension between the two characters. You know, we've got that deep, deep chasm, so that's kind of nice, but it's not my fave. And don't get me wrong, the first Wicked movie had many, many posters, and not all of them were built equally. So I'm sure it'll be the same for the sequel, and I'm sure I'll find a poster that really enthralls me. But I'm just so shocked that they chose this? This is the version they choose to premiere? Her? Interesting choice. That being said, here's my actual biggest prediction. This is a theory that I've had for a while and I kind of abandoned it, but then this weird poster came out and suddenly I feel like the theory has legs. In fact, I feel like the poster confirmed it. I want to talk about colors. These past few months, pink and green have taken over. From clothes to makeup to gender reveal style mac and cheese. And now in our first poster back, Glinda is in blue? What? We've established that her color is pink. She wears pink. Her school uniform is inexplicably pink. In the stage show at the top of Act 2, both Glinda and Fiyero are wearing green. You'll notice that he still is. So why isn't she in green or pink? Why blue? So here's my thought, okay? So everything in the first movie was pink for marketing. Glinda's wearing blue now for a few different reasons. First off, I do think that it's a cute homage to the OG Broadway costume. But I think more importantly, we have to think about where Glinda is story-wise. She's not wearing green because she's no longer enchanted by the Emerald City. She knows the truth about the wizard and has no true allegiance or admiration for him. She's just trying to survive. Notably, and this is my favorite thing, is that she and Fiyero don't match. They're not on the same page emotionally, they're not on the same page with their relationship, and now their costumes visually reflect that too. I love that. Also worth noting, you know who Fiyero does match in his green suit? Oh, what? You thought I was gonna say Elphaba?
It's always time for Shrek. It's always Shrek time.
Hey guys, I'm kinda hungry. For today's sponsor, Hungry Root. Did I get you? I totally got you there in the first half, didn't I? But seriously though, I am hungry, and Hungry Root is my favorite way to shop for groceries and eat healthy. It's an online grocery service that delivers fresh, delicious ingredients right to your doorstep. Hungry Root also personally curates your shopping cart just for you. They tailor their grocery recommendations based on your personal tastes, nutrition preferences, and health goals. Plus, they recommend recipes too, most of which take 15 minutes or less to make. I hate it when I'm planning dinner only to realize that I am missing like one crucial ingredient, so I love looking back at my Hungry Root order and seeing exactly what's in the fridge. It takes the guesswork out of it, and I'm able to really focus on utilizing all of my groceries to minimize food waste. Plus, Hungry Root's got great options for the whole family. We're talking salad kits, meal kits, snacks. Hungry Root has taken so much off my plate. Food pun intended, you're welcome. It saves me so much time, I'm eating healthier, I'm taking less trips to the store, and I'm really enjoying cooking. And I think a big part of that has to do with Hungry Root. They've completely taken the stress out of mealtime, and now I'm able to just really enjoy cooking and eating. So if you want a bite of some of this yummy, yummy, tasty, delicious food, too bad I'm not sharing. But luckily, Hungry Root is. They've got an awesome offer. For a limited time, get 40% off your first box, plus get a free item in every box for life. Scan the QR code, click the link below, or go to hungryroot.com and use code CATSTEELE. That's 40% off your first box and a free item of your choice for life at hungryroot.com with code CATSTEELE. Thanks to Hungry Root for sponsoring this segment, and thank you guys for checking out our sponsors. And now, back to the video. Additionally, the reason that Glinda isn't wearing pink is because she has now publicly distanced herself from Elphaba. And remember, pink goes good with green. And I think it's especially interesting and fitting that we know that she's going to be back into the pink dress for good and no one mourns the wicked. So she goes back into that pink dress when she finally reconciles with Elphaba and decides to do good with her life. Almost showing that pink is the true Glinda and that this sparkly iridescent blue she's wearing is just a role that she's forced to play. I also think it's cool that her dress is very iridescent and bubble-like, and in this moment she's protected by her bubble. Ariana Grande even said, you build a bubble because you don't want to deal with something. So it's like Glinda's in denial and she's trying to shield herself from the truth. But bubbles are fragile, and hers is about to pop her back into reality. However, I think the biggest reason that we've introduced a new color palette into Wicked, money, baby! They have to introduce a new colorway for merchandise. And this is my big theory. I think that movie 1 was pink and green. I think that movie 2 is going to be onyx and iridescent. I think we're going to have like a shiny, sleek black, and we're gonna have a sparkly, iridescent hollow. You need new colors because it's only been 1 year since the first movie. Everyone still has their pink and green hoodies and their pink and green blow dryers, their pink and green luggage, their pink and green dolls that accidentally redirect to an adult entertainment website because no one bothered to proofread the URL on the back of the box. And please, real theater fans know that Wicked.com does not lead you to the musical. We made that mistake on the family computer when we were 11. Not speaking from personal experience, it was not me, it was me. So there's not really a market for more pink and green branded stuff. I'm sure we'll still see pink and green stuff with the Wicked movie rollout, but I think they really had to introduce a new colorway because movies gotta have merch. You need to give Glinda a new sparkly princess dress. That way we can sell more dolls with sparkly princess dresses. You know, of course she wears a very pretty dress during Thank Goodness, which I'm assuming is when she's wearing this blue dress, but her stage dress is very like politically inspired. It's very Jackie Kennedy, it's very Grace Kelly, it's very British monarchy with that like little tiny hat. Look at that little tiny hat. Why is it so little and tiny? Monarchy. Her outfit is very posh and polished. However, I don't know if it's something little kids would want to wear for Halloween when they could dress up as the sparkly princess witch, but this time in blue.
Am I wrong? It's my favorite she wore a crown and she came down in a bubble, dog.
We haven't gotten a super great look at Elphaba's new costume yet, but she looks fierce. She's showing some leg, her hair's down, she's got some sparkle. Also such a major confidence glow up. I feel like she radiates a totally different aura that she gained during Defying Gravity. She fully trusts herself and embraces herself. She's a badass. I think she's wearing some leather, vegan leather for Elphaba, of course, which, speaking of which, the animal plot! With this extended runtime, I really hope they delve more into the animal plot. I'm a certified Dr. Dillamond hater, and truly the movie converted me. Peter Dinklage, they could never make me hate you. I really want to see Elphaba like being wicked. Like I want to see her being a vigilante and rescuing the animals and saving them or something. I'm really curious to see how much they're going to deviate from the plot of the musical, how much of the plot of the book they're going to insert, and also how much they can even connect things back to the original Wizard of Oz. Speaking of which, Dorothy. Although Dorothy isn't more than a shadow in the original stage production of Wicked, it seems like she's going to have an expanded role for the film. And I think they've found Dorothy, and I think that it's gonna be Alicia Weir. You probably recognize recognize her as Matilda from the new movie musical adaptation. Recently, she gave a beautifully rehearsed non-answer when she was asked directly by the press if she'd be playing Dorothy.
Going to be Dorothy in the next Wicked movie.
I know, the rumors have gone pretty crazy. I've seen it everywhere, but I mean, that would be really cool. I would love that. I'm such a big fan of Wicked.
So that's what's officially really convinced me, because if she wasn't, she would just say like, no, but I'd love to be in Wicked someday, and not this like absolutely PR approved statement. I got an inkling last fall when she was attending some of the premieres and screenings of Wicked. People also took a semi-cryptic Instagram post as confirmation. After the Critics' Choice Awards, to which Alicia wore blue, that's some Taylor Swift level Easter egging, you're welcome, the only photos that she posted from the event with other people were of Cynthia Erivo and Ariana Grande, who she ostensibly doesn't know unless she worked in Wicked with them. She literally only posted them, no one else. And remember that Alicia was at the Critics' Choice Awards being honored for Abigail, in which she plays the titular child ballerina blood-sucking vampire. Which, worth noting, Abigail was also produced by Universal Studios, which produced Wicked. If the studio enjoyed working with her, I can absolutely see them keeping her around and bringing her into Wicked. And now for spoilers! We are in spoiler territory. Let's talk about things that are going to be teeny tiny spoilers, but not if you've seen the show on stage. But be warned, this is your spoiler warning. We know that we're going to see more of Nessa Rose in this movie. I really hope we get to see more of her like reign of terror over Munchkinland and see her really earn the moniker of Wicked. We'll be getting her short song Wicked Witch of the East in the movie, confirmed by John M. Chu. I'm stoked because that's not on the soundtrack of the original cast, so it's like hard to find, so that's kind of fun. The special effects in the first movie were great. I'm sure that the makeup and the special effects are gonna look great in this one, but Ethan Slater will look cursed. Like, I'm talking meme status. Like, I can picture it mentally and it's so scary. I forgot how absolutely cursed the Tin Man looks, and I looked him up the other day and I like visibly recoiled when I saw it. Personally, I'd really love to see the transformation. I'd love to see like Bach turning into the Tin Man. Is it a little too much body horror for a PG? Probably, but a girl can dream. Also, will Bach and Fiyero recognize each other? Probably. I really hope that we get a moment like on the yellow brick road with the four of them, because that would be a crazy reunion, like reality TV show level. That being said, I really hope that they expand the relationship between Elphaba and Fiyero. I'd love to spend a little more time with them so that we really root for them as a couple, because we really gotta be on their side if we're gonna be okay with them betraying their other favorite person. Okay, my weird dream. Look, pacing-wise, I know that it's not gonna work, but I need to tell this to someone. I need to say this out loud. We know that we're getting a couple of added songs. Just before the finale, one of my favorite moments in the show is when Glinda banishes the wizard and Madame Morrible, and she finally goes to the people of Oz and tells them, and really tells herself, that she wants to be Glinda the Good for them, and that she really wants to try. So my dream is a teeny tiny reprise in that moment. We can call it Glinda the Good, and maybe we have like a melody line referencing Defying Gravity, so we can kind of bring back that theme of their major like tentpole song, because now it's time for Glinda to close her eyes and leap. Tas tas. But those are just some of my thoughts. I want to hear from you. What are you hoping to see in Wicked Part 2 for good? And what are your first thoughts on the newly released poster? Let me know any and all of your thoughts in the comments down below. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a big thumbs up. If you're new here, hit subscribe, join the musical theater internet cult. Thanks again to Hungry Root for sponsoring today's video. Go check them out, take advantage of that offer. Use code CATSTEELE at hungryroot.com to get 40% off your first box, plus a free item of your choice for life. I hope you guys are having a great day. I love you so much. Break a leg, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!